Bobcat. Mountain lion. Black bear. Coyote. Red fox. Elk bugle. The darkness of night prepared for its rain. It was a large bull, from his breast to the top of his shoulder, measuring 3 feet, from his nose to his tail, 9 feet 6 inches. I believe it is an Indian method of preserving meat. It answers very well where salt is not to be had. The meat is first cut from the bones in thin slices like beef steaks, and small sticks laid on these forks in the form of a gridiron, about 3 feet from the ground. The meat is laid on this, and a slow fire put under it, and turned down until it is done. This is called the jerking of the meat. Enraged, tattooed Shawnee warriors were attacking the stockade of 7 German families who had come to stay upon a vast ancient Shawnee hunting ground with no government permission. Fighting for their lives and the abundant harvest from the 20 acres they plowed that spring, 1707, guns, knives, axe handles, tomahawks, poisoned arrows, and kettles full of boiling water poured by the women upon warriors ascending ladders, killed for 5 days, forcing the Germans to melt their pewter spoons and then coarse gravel to be all the bullets they had left. After much group prayer, the women met with the council and insisted they die with their husbands and their children. On the morning of the 7th day, in early November, came the sound of gunfire in the near distance from a group of men on horseback. It is interesting, the same number as those of Michel's, and described like Michel's group as having come from Maryland. They arrived to help. The Shawnee remaining fled, and it was over. The site, forever since owned by a descendant of the Germans, had first seen buried in a ditch some 30 killed Shawnee. The property has, for their European ancestors and others more recently, been a cemetery that was born in that massacre. What happened to Franz Louis Michell? Her Majesty Queen Anne gave a final no that she wasn't going to underwrite a Swiss colony in Virginia of some 500 Swiss. Complaints from Indian chiefs and troubles for William Penn dashed Michel's considering any colony in Pennsylvania, and Michel's settlement on the Potomac River confluence that Maryland claimed stalled because Maryland's officials wanted persuasive money for its travel and settlement permits. Michell and his partner, Baron Grafenried, therefore, cooked up a new project and successfully enticed some 150 Swiss paupers and Anabaptists to take free passage to America and acquire their free assigned acreage awaiting them south of Virginia in Carolina. The ship arrived in 1711, and for 3 days the Tuscarora warriors massacred 200 settlers. Michell, a man of his word, forced partner Grafenried to compensate those who came, using his own purchase of thousands of acres as collateral. A historian wrote of Michell in 1712 with the rank of colonel. Michell led a Swiss Palatine detachment that joined South Carolina troops in taking the Indian stronghold. His story ends there, but for a note in a partner's diary that simply stated, Michell died among the Indians. We have learned that Franz Louis Michell plunged himself into the abyss of a fierce unknown in order to make it known, the path of progress. Thank you, brother.